Thank you for joining us today. I hope you will like this video. If you've ever been in a situation where you need dinner fast, let's do that today. It's a ground beef broccoli stir fry with Asian flair, and I'm going to show you how to do it. It's very quick. And also, if you could watch this video till the very end, I need to get some more watch hours according to YouTube so I can get monetized, so I can start getting a check. So if you could do that for me, I'd appreciate it. Thank you. Let's go cook. First of all, we're going to make the sauce for our ground beef and broccoli stir fry. I've got 6 tablespoons of soy sauce in here. Now I use tamari or gluten-free soy sauce, and it should say it on the bottle. If it doesn't, I would check the ingredients. A teaspoon of sesame oil, and that's roasted sesame oil. And I'm going to put the ingredients. I need 1 cup of water, or I'm going to use chicken broth. I also have some rice vinegar, and not the flavored one, just the regular one. And this is my tamari. It's Sanjay. That's who makes a lot of your gluten-free sauces. You got a killer teriyaki sauce. I love it. And then, of course, roasted sesame oil. You can get these at your grocery store. Now I have 1 tablespoon of garlic, and this is out of the jar. If you want to use fresh, it's 1 tablespoon of fresh. This is 2 tablespoons of garlic. I've got cornstarch, tablespoon of cornstarch. I'm sorry, I'm just getting back into video and after a little bit of time. Half a teaspoon of ground ginger. Now if you're going to use regular ginger, you need to grate it on the grater, and that would be 1 tablespoon. I have 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. I'm using a sugar that's half the grams of sugar of regular brown sugar, and it's called Truvia, and it's got stevia leaves in it, or stevia sweetener in it. We're lowering the sugar down a little bit. If you can't get that, just use your brown sugar. And I'm going to stir this until the sugar dissolves in the sauce, and the cornstarch too. Now this is cold. Everything here is cold, or your cornstarch would lump if you put it in hot water. Okay, we're going to set this to the side and let it dissolve, and we'll stir it again when we bring it back to put it in the dish. Now I'm going to turn on my electric skillet to 350. Now I'm using an electric skillet today instead of doing it on the stove. If you were doing it on the stove, you would just do it as a medium-high heat, and I'm going to let it come to a boil. Let it come up in heat to 350, and then I'll put some oil in there. I'm going to put a couple tablespoons of vegetable oil in my skillet, and right here to the side, I diced a small onion and a red bell pepper for color. Plus I had to get it out of the refrigerator because it was getting old and I needed to use it. Otherwise, this is optional. But the onions, we'll have to stir it around until they get soft. This shouldn't take long. It should be like maybe 5 minutes until the vegetables get soft. My recipe will be at the bottom underneath the description box. It says more or show more. I think it says more. And you just click that and it drops down and the recipe will be down in there. Okay, now we're going to add 1 pound of ground beef. I usually like to try to break it apart a little bit before I put it in the skillet. And then of course I'm going to use my utensil to chop it up. I have one of those things that they sell for a burger where it's got, I don't know, it's like, anyway, it chops burger. And everybody's all over that utensil. But I could never get used to it. I guess I'm too old. I'm used to doing it like this. Okay, now I have a lot of oil down in here, and it's what it is the hamburger grease and the oil that I put in there. And I need to get rid of some of the oil, so I'm going to take a paper towel and my handy dandy grabbers, whatever you want to call them. And I'm going to take some of that out. This is easier than try to, especially at my age, to try to pour it out. This is easier. I'm going to tip it to see how much oil I have left. I think I'm going to try a little bit more. Now there's a lot less oil in there, or grease, whatever you want to call it. Okay, now I'm going to pour in the sauce. I need to make sure that it is dissolved. And now I have about 2 cups of broccoli I'm going to put in here. We went to Sam's Club and we ended up with a huge bag of broccoli. And we're like, what are we going to do with it? And I saw this recipe on YouTube. And of course I changed it out a little bit to make it mine. Because there's certain ingredients I put in it that wasn't in the one I saw. So we're going to put a lid on this and let it cook for just a little bit, maybe 5-6 minutes, because we want the broccoli to be crispy. Okay, we had the lid on to let the broccoli steam a little bit. And if you want a thicker sauce than what this is right here, you can do some more cornstarch. 1 tablespoon of cornstarch to 1 tablespoon of cold water. And you just stir it up and then pour it in here. Now don't try to put the cornstarch in without the water, because what happens is it clumps up. Now these are going to be crunchy to a point. We wanted them a little bit softer. And I can see that the sauce is starting to thicken up. That's what we wanted. I didn't put any salt in here because of soy sauce. I can't get the, I can. I just haven't bought the low sodium soy sauce yet. So as you can see, this is coming together. Make sure you stir it around to get that broccoli softened. Okay, I have some white rice in a bowl. I'm going to turn this off. And I'm going to take this. Look at that. Just look at that. Yummy. I don't have any green onions to sprinkle over the top. They said you can use sesame seeds, which I have over in the rack that I don't have out. Sorry guys. That's our recipe. Okay, I'm going to taste this. I have white rice in the bottom of this, and I want to get some of the broccoli, and I want to get some of the onions and the red bell pepper in the sauce. I've never made this before, but I'll tell you what, I'm going to make it again. I'm glad you decided to join us today. I love you all, and I'll see you later. Mwah.